Welcome back to Wines du Jour. We're having a good time here at Border Grill. This actually is a very unique Mexican restaurant. First of all, it's 2 stories, which is kind of unique. The kitchen happens to be down here on the floor that we're on, which is the first floor, if you will. But most of the people sit on the second floor. The 2 people that actually own Border Grill are people that you might be familiar with if you've watched the Food TV channel back when it first started. The 2 Hot Tamales, as they were known, doing cooking shows on the Food channel. So if you like authentic food, I'm talking about authentic Mexican food, of course, you need to check out Border Grill in Mandalay Bay. Now the wines that we're serving this evening are pretty unique. The first one that we've already poured is a Chardonnay. But this is wine, listen to me now, from Mexico. The reason that there are wineries in Mexico is that there's a little valley, well it's not so little, but there's a valley just east of Ensenada. That's in Baja California, where you can go anytime you want. You don't have to worry about the cartel and all the things you read about, the negative stuff that the press gives you. That's in old Mexico. Baja California is that strip, if you look at the map, the strip that's all by itself, a peninsula, if you will. And about a third of the way down is Ensenada, and just east of Ensenada is a place called Valley Guadalupe. And in that valley, there are now over 80 Mexican wineries. 80. Now the biggest and the best, and that's my personal opinion, is one called Ep33. Cetto is Italian. You could probably tell that by the way we pronounce it, but it's spelled C-E-T-T-O. And I'm telling you this because Ep33 is the largest by far winery in Guadalupe Valley, number 1, and number 2, the quality of their wines are very, very good. Now, they have different tiers, and you might, if you know a little bit about wine, know that different wineries have different tiers, and that tiers is another word for price points. They have an expensive, a mid-range, and not so expensive, and a real inexpensive price point. What we're having tonight is their estate-grown wines. All 3 of these are estate-grown. And I want to tell you real quick what that means, because estate-grown is an important thing to look for on labels, and that's wines from anywhere in the world, not just from Mexico. So tonight, the Chef Mike here at Border Grill has put something together that I think everybody in the room is going to love. In case you are looking at Wines du Jour for the very first time, you need to know that we have about 45 hungry, thirsty people here in the audience that have come to taste wine and taste the food at Border Grill and pair the wine and the food together. Now here's what they're taking to the table right now. This is actually a tamale. Now, you know, tamale is not something brand new. I'm sure most of you are familiar with it, but this is a green corn tamale. Okay, what does that mean? Well, they've taken sweet corn, a little bit of sour cream, a little bit of salsa fresca, blended it all together in the tamale tradition, if you will, put it in a corn husk, put it in the oven, baked it off, or steamed it is what they normally do. And I have to tell you, when you taste this, by itself, it's going to be great. But when you taste this and take a sip of this Ep33 Chardonnay, you're going to say, man, this tastes so good together. And then you're going to know what I talk about all the time is how good food with wine is, or wine is food, however you want to look at it. Now, salsa fresca. Salsa, we know what salsa is, most people do, and fresca, that's just another word for fresh. So fresh salsa is what we're saying, salsa fresca. So what are we talking about? We take tomatoes, we take onions, we take garlic, we take cilantro, we take maybe a little bit of vinegar as some people call it, and blend all that together with maybe a little bit of jalapeno or some type of heat, if you will, and all of a sudden you've got something that we now recognize as salsa. And because it doesn't get cooked, it becomes salsa fresca. Pretty cool, huh? So we take a little of the salsa fresca along with some sour cream, and a lot of people, you know, they think sour cream sounds horrible. Sour cream? That doesn't sound good. Folks, you should buy a container and try it with some of your food. You'd be amazed at how the food tastes better. Now, Chef Mike has been here at Border Grill from day one, and he's just an outstanding chef. He can create so many things along with the 2 hot tamales, if you will, and they put some really wonderful things. So if you have a birthday party or you've got a holiday coming up of some kind around Christmas time, you have the Christmas parties, that sort of thing, or you're going to have 4th of July celebrations, whatever the case may be, and you want to do something a little different, they've got beautiful rooms here with Border Grill's name on it, and you could come and have a group of 40 or 50 or 150 or 20 or whatever it might be, and I would consider that you do that. We've got to go to a break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about food and wine on Wines du Jour.
Switch to DirecTV today and get a free upgrade to the all-new Genie, our most advanced HD DVR ever. Genie serves your entire home with just 1 receiver, allows you to record any 5 shows at once, and gives you up to 3 times more HD recording capacity than cable. Order now and lock in your savings for 2 years. Other packages start at just $29.99 a month. So get all your TV wishes granted. Switch to DirecTV and get your free upgrade to Genie today.